Now, some of the most vulnerable nations globally, like Somalia, stand at the risk of increased food insecurity and water scarcity. This not just due to climate change, but now also because of the war in Ukraine. But as per a report by the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, the fallout of this is going to impact lives of billions across the globe. Take a look at our next report to find out.
We have witnessed the devastating impact of climate change. We have also witnessed the fallout of the war in Ukraine. Somewhere in the midst of the chaos, it is these farmers in Somalia who are finding it rather difficult and unsustainable to live off of their land. This, as the war in Ukraine has resulted in the rise in prices of fertilizers and fuel. The world is at crossroads, where nations must face the music and tackle all: climate change, death, hunger, security. Things that are bound to affect not just people from vulnerable regions, but billions across the globe.
As farmers, we have been adversely affected by the drought. The wells we used to irrigate our farms have dried up. Our farms are now at risk of being invaded by wildlife. They too are affected by the drought, so they come looking for pasture. We have lost a significant amount of crops we were hoping to harvest.
According to a report by the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, the drought between the years 1998 to 2017 has cost the global economy roughly $124 billion. And as per World Bank estimates, droughts, which happen to be the most widespread disaster globally after floods, threatens to displace some 216 million people. And it is not just the poorer nations that are at the risk of desertification. Climate change is affecting nations across the globe. As per the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, 129 countries will experience increased exposure to droughts.
We're going to see increased frequency of drought, increased severity of drought, probably increased duration of drought. And if we don't act and try to build in the resilience, this is going to cause very severe harm to people.
There has been a lot of talk around moving away from a reactive approach to a more comprehensible, sustainable approach. But on ground, the planet is only getting warmer. And as things stand today, Africa happens to be the worst hit continent. Bureau Report WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.